I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. I'm just going to chill, have a nice live stream, and I'm going to talk about this right here, Chat GPT. Well, we'll be using it actually because I just started using it. I didn't know what it was. I heard the name for a long time, and basically, it's AI. I mean, I asked it this question, and this answer just came up like in seconds. So I want to ask it a few things about Johnny and Amber and Harry and Megan and Marilyn Manson and things like that. And it seems like a good thing for a live stream because you guys could just ask me a question to ask it. That would be great. We got Adega. He's coming on the show. He said he'd be on. He said his wife is out someplace and she's going to be quiet and shut up when he's on the show. So Adega, if you want, I'll send you the link. Just let me know. And Laura, what's up? Nice to see you. And Bernice, nice to see you. Shadow, nice to see you. And Humility, nice to see you. I'm not going to start singing, guys. Don't worry. Good morning from the Western Hemisphere. Hope your day is going well. So yeah, Dig, if you want to come on, you can. James, what's up? Nice to see you. Thank you so much, Yellowbeard. Always happy to see you, man. James has been supporting here for a very long time. So this is for Adega Outlaw. What's up, Kay? Kay's been here for a long time, too. What's up, Lols? Thank you for the membership. What's up, Nikki? Nice to see you. That's a nice little picture you got there. Really like it. Very colorful. And Laura, yes, nice to see you. So that's it. So I just asked it right off the bat, who is Johnny Depp? Let's adjust the camera so like I'm more centered here. Okay. What's up, Decade Crow? Nice to see so many people stopping by. So it says Johnny Depp is an American actor, producer, and musician. He was born on June 9th, 1963 in Kentucky. He is best known for his versatile acting skills and has been a prominent figure in Hollywood for several decades. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to bring in Adega Outlaw. That was fast. He didn't troll me or tease me that it was coming on and then didn't come on. He's actually on. So I'm going to get my blue headphones right here. And I'm going to just let Adega on because why not? All right.
Troll tease. That usually comes from you, not
All right.
from
Sorry
me.
for that, guys. Just took 1 second to get him on. And now he's on and we are ready to go. So can you hear me?
Good evening. Yeah, you're good.
Have you heard of this? This program,
Certain
this
versions
AI?
of it. Yeah,
So
I know that Bing's really into it now.
So like it's actually pretty amazing. Like you just ask it anything, it'll give you an answer. What's up, Daisy? Very nice to see you. So, all right. Do you got something like I don't know, kind of rubbing against your mic or something?
No, let me check some settings. StreamYards has been doing weird things.
Yeah, something's kind of weird. Just saying. Depp has starred in many successful movies such as Edward Scissorhands, Pirates of the Caribbean. Hold on, I'm just gonna really mute. Okay, sorry about that. Depp has starred in many successful movies such as Edward Scissorhands, Pirates of the Caribbean series, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, among others. He has received numerous awards and nominations for his work, including 3 Academy Award nominations. Apart from acting, Depp is also known for his musical talent. There you go. He has played guitar on several recordings and has been a member of a few bands, including Hollywood Vampires. All right. Now, I'm going to ask it a question live. Now, who is Amber Heard? And it's just going to give an answer right here. Amber Heard just comes right up. So, yeah. Here it is. That's it. And you could ask it anything. It could be a complicated question, not just like these easy questions. Who is this? Who is that? We'll start off easy, though. So, you know.
Is this any better?
A little bit.
Testing?
Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, okay.
Okay. It's a funky setting with StreamYard. StreamYard is being
better.
weird.
Okay, that's a little better. Amber Heard's an American actress and model. She was born on April 22nd, 1986 in Austin, Texas. Heard began her acting career in the mid-2000s and has appeared in numerous movies and television shows. She is known for her roles in movies such as The Rum Diary, Magic Mike XXL, which no one knows what the hell it is, and Aquaman, among others. Heard has also been involved in various charitable organizations and has spoken out on issues of domestic and sexual violence. Oh, geez, we know about that. Heard was married to actor Johnny Depp from 2015 to 2017. So as you guys can see, it just talks about everyone and anything like that. Okay. So, Adega, you got your mic muted, I think. So, anyway, asking any questions, why you love so much Amber, John. I don't know what that means, but thank you, Laura. And what's up, Ken? Ken. I just called Hen Ken, but kind of close. I mean, I just switched the you know, H for the K, but what's up? Just call me Hen. I won't just call you Hen ever again, or I won't just call you Ken ever again. This is getting embarrassing. So, what's up, Langbo? Well, don't laugh at me, man. You're here for support. You're here to make me look better. Cover
Oh
me
heck
up.
no! I'm gonna laugh at you any chance I get.
What's up, Jimmy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So now, what's the next question? How about this? Is Amber Heard a good actor? How about that? Is Amber Heard a good actor? Amber Heard's acting abilities have received mixed reviews from critics and audiences. While some have praised her performances, others have been critical of her acting skills. Pretty good, right? Heard has been
So
nominated
far.
for several awards for her performances, including a Young Hollywood and SAG award, but she has not won any major acting awards. That's the saddest story I've ever heard. However, her work in films such as The Danish Girl and All the Boys Love Mandy Lane have been positively received by some critics. Ultimately, whether or not someone thinks Amber Heard is a good actor is a matter of personal opinion. It's important to note that acting is a subjective art form, and what one person considers great acting, another person may not. Well, that's not really something AI should say, because that's just like kind of an opinion. I
I
mean,
think it just left it open ended. I thought it was actually kind of fair for an AI.
yeah, that's
Surprised.
true. That's true. You're right. You're right. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm going down this time. All right, but yeah, pretty good, right? I like the opening. Have received mixed reviews from critics, right? Some have been critical of her acting skills. So,
Most.
can you think of a question to ask? It doesn't have to be about Johnny and Amber, but I figured I'd start with them. Could be about South Park or Harry or Meghan, just anything pop culture. Wait, how about is South Park a good show? Because we know what was going on in South Park this week, right? With the
Right.
World Privacy Tour. That was hilarious, man. So it's just anything, man. Didn't she win award for being the biggest grifter this year? Well, I'm not sure if Amber technically grifted. I mean, Sim, I guess, kind of.
Ask it about the MCU if it's losing favor with the public. Because I've
Okay.
been seeing reviews from the new movie, The Ant-Man, where people are just hating it. So
I got to tell you, the database gets cut off in 2021, so you can't answer anything recent.
well, still, that's 2.5 years. It's good enough.
Is the MCU what? Well, how should I
Losing
phrase it?
favor with the
Okay,
public.
losing favor. It lost me. I didn't like it in the first place, really. I'm one of those guys who hates the humor. It just ruins the movies for me when there's jokes constantly through the whole movie. Jokes. It really ruined some movies for me. Things have to be tense. I have to be scared for the characters to get, seriously hurt or killed or defeated or something. If they're constantly cracking jokes, I'm just like, he's not in danger. He's cracking another joke. So,
Right.
I'm one of those guys. The movies are entertaining and everything. Just can't really take them seriously. And if I can't take it seriously, how much of a fan can I be? As of my knowledge cutoff date of September 2021, the Marvel Cinematic Universe had not lost favor with the public. In fact, MCU had continued to be highly successful both critically and commercially, with the most recent releases such as Black Widow and Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, receiving positive reviews and performing well at the box office. And it goes
It
on to
doesn't
say,
have all the stats because they didn't perform well.
well, you could ask it for the stats. If you have a movie, how much did whatever movie make?
Well, the thing is with the stats, and I know you know this as well, it doesn't accurately depict the cost for promotions of the movies. So the numbers are going to be skewed for an AI that doesn't
What it
have
does
access
is
to
it
the
scours the
approximations.
internet and compiles information and gets the best possible answer with the information available from the internet. Is
All
what
right.
it does. So let's just I mean, I kind of want to ask it about maybe Megan and Harry. If anyone, how about who is that umbrella guy? No, it doesn't know. I tried that, right? it should know who is that. I mean, he's big enough where it should just be able to look up. It's a YouTube channel, right? Who is that umbrella? I kind of spelled it wrong, but yeah, it's gonna give me the same thing no matter how I spell it. I've tried it. Umbrella guy, and I tried me. Try it like that, right? It
How
doesn't
about
know.
dividing up the word? I know he usually puts it in one.
Oh,
but,
wait, there we go.
maybe-
That umbrella guy is a YouTuber and internet personality who is known for his commentary and analysis of various issues in conscious. So it knows that umbrella guy, but it doesn't know me. Who is E-Hacker? It mentions Rakita Law, too. All right, I'll say who is he? It doesn't know me. It doesn't know the smaller It doesn't know the smaller YouTube. I'm sorry. Yeah, it won't know. So, anyway, that's okay. Gosh darn AI doesn't know me. We could put in a who is a Dega outlaw.
Yeah, if it doesn't know you, it's not going to know me.
Well, you never know. You got a book, right? Is the online handler of an internet personality on YouTube who produces content related to pop culture, entertainment, and science fiction. It knows you.
Oh, wow.
It knows critical TV movie shows. See, look at that. It knows you. See, you're bigger and better than me on my own show. Oh man, look at that. Has gained a significant following on YouTube and other social media platforms and is respected by many of his thoughtful and insightful commentary and pop culture. Is that true? Hey,
yeah,
there you
most
go.
of it. I'm not a. That's St. Jude and some of these other hospitals.
It stopped at 2001, and I changed my channel after that, right?
Yeah.
Entertainment Hacker. No, but still doesn't know. Gosh darn thing doesn't know me. Well, I hate it. Well, if I hate this thing. Doesn't know me. So, what's up, Zen? Nice to see you. What's up, Bernice? I think I said that. What's up, Vanessa? Nice to see you. If anyone in the chat has got a question, I want to try to stick on theme a little bit with like Megan, Harry, Manson, Depp, Heard. You know, go off track a little bit, but I want to try to stick on theme a little bit if we can. Who's Michelle Dauber? All right. Kind of interesting. How do you spell that? Michelle Dauber. Michelle Dauber is a professor at law at Stanford University, advocate for women's rights. She is best known for leading the campaign to recall Judge Aaron Persky in California following his controversial sentencing of former Stanford University student Brock Turner in a high-profile sexual assault case. Oh, so let me guess. She probably believed the woman and thought that he actually did it and tried to get the case overturned and the judge kicked out. I don't know, but I'm going to guess. You know?
Might be.
She's a real piece of work, man. Ugh.
You know, this thing isn't accurate, though. If he's not to be self-indulgent, but with me, where it talks about the St. Jude and the Southern Law Center, I don't have any involvement with the Southern Law. I have had involvement with several different hospitals when it comes to things because they oftentimes are wrong in the way they're treating children.
Well, yeah,
it's with high-end neurologists and embarrassed quite a few people. So they don't like them so much.
It says it might not be accurate. It's a beta version.
Gotcha.
So it says it on the front page. It might not be accurate, but it's for an AI like this. It's accurate enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we could type in like you could ask it like more like not just like simple stuff like what was Marilyn Manson's most famous TV appearance, like something like that. You know, that's like more of a complex question, right?
Right.
You don't have to ask it like who is or what is. So there it is. Has made several memorable TV appearances throughout his career, but one of his most famous TV appearances was an episode of the O'Reilly Factor in 2001. So it'll pinpoint questions like that. That's crazy. That's nuts.
That is nuts.
So what I've been doing
is
to
get it that quickly.
Yeah, that's nuts. So if you had to look that up as like a reporter or something, how do you find that? How do you find out that information? You know, and you could assume that it's correct. I mean, it might not be. Maybe there's a bigger one, but it's probably pretty freaking close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
I
don't
could do like,
know. Just seeing if the errors that it has already done. It's kind of spooky if you got news reporters that are going to rely upon this as factual evidence. It may
well,
give
yeah.
you a start of things to look for, but
Well, dude,
ugh,
we're in the like infantile stages of it.
right,
Imagine how good
right,
it's gonna get like 10 years from now. Like
right.
10 years from now, when this thing is like in version like 5.0, you could probably fact check the hell out of it. It'll probably be right like 95% of the time. You know?
I would hope it would be.
It's
I wouldn't
probably
want to rely on
right now,
something that
probably like 9 out of 10
pushes
times.
propaganda.
Well, like let's say you're an English teacher. Write an English lesson about cars. Okay? Now what if I was an English teacher? It just does it. There you go, and I use this for my school. Boom, done. I need an English lesson about like flamingos. Write an English lesson about flamingos. Done. See what I'm
Crazy.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I could do office work in 45 minutes. It used to take me 5 hours. Like starting from last week. Like
Right.
what took me 5 hours now takes me 40 minutes. That's nuts.
I see good and bad in this.
Well, obviously people are going to lose jobs.
It's not
know.
so much the lose jobs. I'm coming at it from a neurological aspect. You know, I'm a retired doctor, and when we were kids, and I'm older than you by a few years,
Thank
when
God,
we
I'm
did
still kinda
investigation
young.
study, yeah, I've got you by a few. When we did investigation on things, we had to put in the time. I mean, I even worked on you could look back at
Right.
the old X-Files, the first seasons when they used microfiche. I had to do that to get information. You actually had to study and investigate. With those skills gone, how much is the mental capacity of the brain being diminished because we're not using it and relying
Watch
upon
this.
an
Write a list
AI
of
to
Johnny
do the
Depp
work?
movies. Write a list of Johnny Depp movies. Sure. Boom. Here you go. Edward Scissorhands. What's he didn't give a great? Boom. Done. 2 seconds.
Right, but what I'm saying is it's not stretching the mind.
Oh yeah. I mean, but you know, we got a super chat from Laura. Thank you so much, Laura. And
Hurrah!
I'm gonna check that out actually on my actual. See, look at that. Johnny Depp movies. What if I was making a video and I was like, I want to make a video about a bunch of Johnny Depp movies. What do? I could go look at a list
Saves you a
that's
ton of
online
time.
someplace, but this still
Yep.
just like pops it right out in front of me, you
Right.
know? So like, and it says this is not an what's that? Exhaustive list,
Exhaustive.
and there are many other movies that feature Johnny Depp in various roles. That's insane. So I mean,
Skynet is coming.
oh, can you guys see? I don't see a freaking thumbnail. I was told I could. All right, what do we got from Laura here? Can you see a thumbnail on this thing? We got tired. Okay, that's actually a pretty accurate and good one. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Laura. That is great. That is great. All right. So once again, some people told me they could see a thumbnail, but now I don't see a thumbnail. And it should matter, man. So anyway, not sure how I landed here, but the doc is right. The lack of thinking will be our downfall. Well, thank you so much, clever nickname. That is a clever nickname you got there. I just got to say, you probably hear that a lot. What the hell? I move fast. I make mistakes. It was cheesy, but it had to be said.
I just checked on my end. You do have a thumbnail, at least on my end. So
okay, great. I mean, I hope I do. It makes a big difference. My thumbnails are nice. So, but yeah, clever nickname. Thanks for stopping by. And we're just chilling, asking open AI questions about Depp, Heard, maybe Marilyn Manson, whatever we feel like.
And thank for the intellectual backup. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see what else. Let's see. What I don't know if we ask it like, do you like Amber Heard? Just ask like, do you like? Right? It probably say something like, I don't know, as an AI language, right? So it won't give opinions. How about, do people like Amber Heard? to people like
That's going to
Amber
give you an
Heard.
impartial one. Some do, some don't.
Amber Heard's public image has been somewhat controversial in recent years, with some people expressing support for her and others criticizing her actions and behavior. In 2020, a high-profile legal dispute between Amber Heard and her former husband, Johnny Depp, garnered significant media attention and divided the public opinion. The dispute involved allegations of domestic violence and abuse, with both parties making out accusations against each other. So pretty accurate, right? While some people have expressed support for Amber Heard and her claims, others have criticized her for her alleged behavior and for what they see as inconsistencies and contradictions in her statement. Overall, public opinion about Amber Heard is mixed and continues to be a topic of debate and discussion. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, thank you, Laura. I just saw that clever nickname, so I clicked the super chat off, but I'll leave it a little bit longer. So what's up, VNet? Nice to see you. I saw you come into the chat. And yeah, definitely hit up Adega's channel. He's got a good channel. Chatbot knows him. It doesn't know me. And now I'm going to be thinking about that for a long time now.
And you got 10 times literally over 10 times the amount of
Oh, well,
subs.
I'm special. It's AI. And so we got one from Lisa. And Lisa, you're welcome to come on here if you want, if you're free.
Good morning, Lisa.
Yep. Love the Colonel Kurtz sweet tea. Yeah. Colonel Kurtz and I, we've been talking for like over a year, and I guess it's safe to say we pretty much got the same sense of humor. And she thinks about things, I think about things, so that's a good thing.
It's good to think about things.
Yeah, Lisa, if you want, you could come on here. I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you're free, you could hop right on. And I don't know if you've ever talked to Adega. He looks like a beetle, and he's got a nice voice, and his wife bothers him sometimes, and he chickens out and doesn't come on my live streams.
She's out of town this weekend.
Oh, great. I love to hear that kind of thing. Life is out of town. Lisa, it's right there in the chat. And you'll get along with Dega. He's a nice-looking guy. He's not disappointing.
Most people like
anybody. Yeah. He's a doctor. He's likable. And what if I asked it a trick question? Like, how do you spell interesting? Because I just spelled it, right? The word interesting is spelled as follows. There you go. I mean,
Let's try something with multiple, like gray.
Let's try this. Does Meghan Markle love Harry? How about that?
Ooh.
As an air language model, I do not have access to personal feelings or emotions of individuals, including Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Their love and relationship is a personal matter and can only be confirmed or denied by them. It is important to respect their privacy and avoid making assumptions about their relationship based on speculation or rumors. All right, we got Lisa on here. Thank you so much for the super chat.
She is.
Hi.
And that's a big help. I'm gonna buy some Doritos and some Japanese tea because I quit drinking soda.
Good for you.
Well, I have a box ready to send to you, and I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but it's got room for a couple more little things. So
okay, well, if it's not some kind of product placement thing, I'd love to showcase it. So
yeah,
like
no,
I said,
it's not. It's something you asked for like 20 years ago from me. So
like the Dior is in my closet, and like I'm sure Dega knows. There's a lot of YouTube rules and regulations now that sometimes sneak up on you. One thing they say is if you're not properly telling them you're sponsoring something and showing something, you can get in trouble. So
totally,
if they think Dior is like promoting them but not properly sponsoring them like legitimately, then I'm kind of worried about that. But that's the only reason I haven't showed it off a little more than I should.
No, this isn't like that.
But I have it. It's in my closet. It's not going anywhere. So just want you to know. What's up?
I got to tell you that I'm on a desktop and my monitor is like 3 feet long. And so it seems like I'm going all over, but I can't look at everybody. And then I just had to figure out how to have the chat up because last week I couldn't talk to people. So
I think it looks great. I like the room just like it is. You got this stuff flashing back there.
Yeah, my little fairy tree.
It's kind of light. So I like it.
Yeah. You told me to put a poster up, or I mean a picture.
Well, if you know what would be best if you had one of those Johnny Depp artworks, like those caricatures he draws or something.
This was from Vegas,
I
and
don't,
Popcorn Planet had these. It was hilarious.
wait, I'm trying to get. I can't quite get it full screen. I don't know how to put you full screen. I suck at using these things. So people are just gonna have to look at it like that size. Okay.
There's Steph, the alternate, Andy Signar. Then there was Lewis.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
he
think
handed them out with stickers. It was all in fun, but
I think I mentioned this in a video. Andy reached out to me to do a collab a long time, not so long ago, like within this last year, but I just never followed up on it. So maybe I'll take him up on it at some point. So
yeah, he's been
probably,
really busy. He's been
yeah,
kicking it pretty good.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I should. That's really cool because he was still really big when he reached out. He's still like way over like 200, like 300, 400,000 subs or something when he reached out. It was out of the blue, so it was pretty cool,
Yeah.
But just I guess we both got busy and at some point. But have you seen this AI here?
I have not.
It's so you could ask if you could think of a question to ask it, it will answer anything.
Ask it.
We're in trouble. John has a new hobby.
I'll tell you what, I teach high school, and there's a new app out that will write all their papers.
Yep.
Will edit everything.
Yeah.
It's like the human brain is just not going to be needed anymore. It's so weird. Now they've got an AI in some school that a gal that couldn't go to school because she has, whatever. And it was her eyes, and she could go into all the classes, and it was on wheels, and she could talk to everybody. Just so I don't know, it's pretty weird.
Well, if you know Dune, everybody knows Dune. What happened was they outlawed stuff like this because the theory of Dune was that it's going to get to the point where it's going to be too disruptive and humans aren't going to need each other anymore. So they outlawed like AI and things like that. So
Elon Musk even says that.
yeah, so it's
he says we're already so engulfed in AI because think of when we didn't have GPS and Google and this and that and this and that. Their lives already somewhat ran by it, but
right. Oh my God, I suck at finding places. I can't remember my life before GPS. I was like, how did I find places?
I know.
With GPS.
I know, it's really weird.
So
I
could ask
I like your room. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Oh, Adega. Thank you.
Adega.
Yeah, I have various forms of artwork there. Bookcase behind me there. A little thing on the floor you see over my shoulder over there. That's also a bookcase. It spins.
Very
so
cool.
It's my library. Got Native American things up here. Sand art from Navajo over there. And yeah, just my study.
Yeah, I studied Native American literature at University of Michigan. I'm a lit major. And
Oh, cool.
I used to live in Provo, Utah.
Eve Barlow. So as you could see, it just pops up a huge list of ways to find things without GPS.
Has anybody heard anything from her? I checked today. Her Twitter's still down, but
She's still on Instagram, right?
I don't know. Is she?
I'm pretty sure. Who is Eve Barlow?
Oh God! If it says a
Eve
journalist,
Barlow is a British music. It says she's a music journalist. There you go. Now we know it makes mistakes.
yeah, she's an unemployed whiner.
To be fair, I don't want to insult anyone. Writing about music is one of the easier things you can write about as far as being a journalist.
Especially when you have an AI that can write your article and you just slap your name on it.
Like there's some amount of facts, of course. You got to get like names and dates and album sales right and things like that. But a lot of it's gonna be your opinion about things.
She likes her opinion.
Well, not so much on Twitter lately.
Nope, I haven't seen that. Both set. I'm scared I'm going to watch a video that convinces me not to use it. And I want to keep using it. So I'm not watching anything.
Well, where's Amber Heard right now? Is she in LA?
No one knows, but
Spain?
Chatbot gets cut off at 2021, so it doesn't know either. How about this? I don't know if this is 21, but who is the father of Amber Heard's daughter? It might be too. It might not go back that far, but we'll try. Who is the father of Amber Heard's daughter? Amber does not have a daughter.
It didn't go back that far.
Okay, yeah. So, all right, stop.
Oh.
Okay. You really shouldn't use this though, but do you? Yeah, I'm playing around with it for a little while. It's kind of a fun thing. I'll drop it after a little bit, just checking it out, gonna see what it does. And like it's already kind of given me so much content in my live streams because I used to sit here and be like, oh, what do I say? What's the next topic? Let me look at the chat. Now I just asked it a question and I could just keep going forever. So, I mean, it just like helps everything. It's dangerous. It's crazy. I'm like,
well, it learns from its mistakes too. So when it makes a mistake, when it's corrected, it's scary.
It does make mistakes,
scary.
but it says that on the home page. It's all in beta version. It will make certain mistakes, but I think it gets much more right than it makes mistakes. I think
Probably.
Probably. So what if I say is something like McDonald's healthy, like something elites in society wouldn't want to tell you because it's so huge they want to sell it. McDonald's, like many fast food restaurants, offers a variety of menu items that are high in calories, fat, sodium, and sugar. Consuming these items in large amounts or on a regular basis can have negative health effects such as weight gain, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and increased risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. However, McDonald's also offers a menu that are lower in calories, fat, sodium, and these can be incorporated in balanced food, which I don't think they do in Japan. Like nothing on the menus, like nothing is remotely good except I guess the salad is okay, but it's still probably like mostly water and like that watery lettuce, not like the green lettuce, right? Not like iceberg lettuce. It's like the watery lettuce. It's not, but it's obviously much better than like their cheeseburgers and fries, So
They don't have them on the menu over here anymore.
No, they still have them here. So
I used to like them when they had the shaker salads where the dressing would come in the top and you just push the button.
Right. And what they said on Super Size Me, the documentary, is that even the dressing is like some of the worst dressing as far as calories and sugar and stuff like that you could get.
Right, so good.
So like even like that is like
gross.
Ask it. It won't know because it wouldn't really know in 2021. So we got to ask it something a little different than that. But we could try because it's like, will Meghan and Harry
probably won't
get
know that.
a divorce? As an AI language model, so it can't quite predict things like that, right? So
where do you find this at?
My friend just told me about it. I've heard about it for like the last couple of weeks or last couple of months. I just never checked it out. So,
Right.
But
ask
it. The questions I would ask are things you probably wouldn't want on your channel. Dark stuff.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, ask it what Nostradamus's next prediction is.
Nah, I mean you got to ask it stuff that's somewhat factual, right? Or it's gonna give you that like I can't tell you. It's my opinion, stuff like that. Yeah. Does Meghan have a surrogate baby?
I never heard that one.
All right. Have a surrogate baby. As of my knowledge, cutoff date September 2021. There is no publicly available information. So can't say it. Can't say it. I don't like McDonald's or Burger King. I rather Wendy's. I like Burger King a lot. I love Burger King. Well, all right, Bill Set. Looks like we disagree there. I don't know why it's the worst in Japan. So. All right, man. I mean, like, it's not like my favorite thing in the world, but as far as like fast food goes, I don't see what's wrong with a Whopper. Adega, you like Whoppers?
I haven't had one in years.
Oh, well, thank you, Adega. Thanks for backing me up on that.
Well, I'm sure it's better in Japan, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Here in
It
the
is.
States,
It is.
the additives and various other things that have happened to the fast food industry, it's just I won't touch the stuff.
Yeah,
Won't even come
okay.
close to it.
I
Well,
have it with my
the
kids
good thing
once
about it,
every week or something like that.
you
So,
can get a hamburger and it can be in a wrapper and you can set it in your car, and a month later when you're really hungry, it's still good.
yeah, I don't know if
It's
it's
still
still
as bad
good,
as
but
it
Oh,
it's
was.
I'm
still
being
there.
sarcastic as heck because of the
Yeah,
preservatives.
yeah,
They,
yeah.
it's
It's
pretty
not like
weird.
regular meat that just like, goes bad overnight or whatever.
And it's another thing for your Burger King there. I have known people who come from Japan, eat the exact same thing, same fast food, and they will gain a lot of weight real quick here, where they never did in Japan or
That
anywhere in Europe.
might be true because over the years, I've recently stopped, but I used to, when I was like a single guy, especially, just eat fast food in Japan the same as America, but I didn't seem to gain as much weight. So
Right? No,
maybe they've got like, yeah.
there's additives in there that change metabolism,
Mm,
diet preferences, those type of things.
mm.
The food's manipulated.
Yeah, Japan does a better food. Doesn't taste as good. It's not as filling and satisfying for the portion for the money, but health-wise, yeah, it's better.
Right.
We've got import shops though. It's got some American stuff, just no Chex Mix. So kind of miss that kind of.
Checks
They
me.
don't make things out of wheat. Everything's either
Right.
potato based or rice based. They don't have like wheat snacks, like not many pretzels, not like Chex Mix stuff. Nothing's so that's kind of what I miss. And they've got some cereals, but not a huge. Like the cereal aisle is like 1/4 of what the American cereal aisle is, like all down the whole aisle. You got all these cereals, you know what I mean? So not
I
like
saw
that.
Lisa taking notes. Yes, I have sent him Check Mix before. Make sure it's in little portion bags. I sent him the big bags. It was a little more difficult, and he will greatly love it. I have
Pretty
not
big
the ability to go and buy it anymore because I live in the middle of nowhere where I can't get access to that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
no, that's okay. I know. I think it's full of excuses. That could be like he could be open the door, could be the cityscape with like a shopping center right across the street for all I know. You know? I don't believe it, but that's all right. It doesn't matter.
Well, I tried originally to send you a box when I sent you the Savage, and you can't take anything over to Japan that's liquid, so I had to open the box, take
Yeah,
it
I'm
out. That was the
sorry.
biggest
Yeah.
pain in the butt. It
Okay.
took me
Yeah.
so long
I
to get Amazon Japan to deliver.
I had no idea. I didn't know that. I wish I could have just told you.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, I still have the box here, and that's been, I think, a year ago Christmas, but it had non-edible things in it. But I'll fill it up with some snacks and send it back over.
What's up, Cindy? Cindy is a big supporter here, been sending me articles and stuff for like years. I don't know, at least over a year. So nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Hi, Cindy.
And what if I put like what was the first song Johnny Depp wrote? Like something like that.
Oh,
Something
that's
like,
a good one.
like really detailed like that. What was the first song Johnny Depp wrote? Johnny Depp has been known to play guitar and sing in various musical projects over the years, but I couldn't find any information about the first song he wrote. All right, but pretty good.
Hey, here's one for you, John, and see if this if you'll get mad at this. Ask him which is not the best selling, but the best Beatles song.
Okay. Well, it won't know the best Beatles song. I could ask like, what's the most?
I hate to be asked that question.
What's the most played Beatles song? Something like that. What's the most aired Beatles song? Something like that. What's the most? Let's
see if you agree with it since you're such a
what's the
Beatle
Beatles'
fan.
biggest hit? What's the Beatles' biggest hit? That would be good. The Beatles have had many hit songs, and opinions may differ on which is their biggest. However, according to the various music industries, including the recording industry, Billboard, Beatles' biggest hit in terms of sales and chart performance is "Hey Jude."
Oh,
All right.
that makes sort
The
of
song
sense.
spent 9 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hit 100 chart and has been certified as multi-platinum single of the RIAA. Other popular songs: "Let It Be," "Yesterday," "Hard Day's Night," "I Want to Hold Your Hand." By the way, those are 3 McCartney songs
Right.
that are on top there. you know. So I like Lennon better than McCartney as far as like just brutal talent and style, but you know, McCartney does have that sense for writing pop songs that just sell.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
is he was the pop where John
yeah.
was the art.
Yeah,
So
if you watch that documentary on him, which it was really good, I thought, with all the behind scenes footage, it was definitely McCartney that was the one that cracked the whip and just really, really strategically meant everything. Where John Lennon would sit back and come out and just pour gold, you know.
I haven't used AI and excuse me Siri in a very long time. 'Cause when I used it years ago, I used to talk to it. It didn't even really respond so well. So
Never.
unfortunately, I haven't used that. Well, that's the thing about Johnny is like you know he's a big Beatles fan, so that instantly made me like him a lot more when I found that out. I think I'd always known it. I've always heard it here and there, but I never thought about Johnny so hard until this came up, is like really in detail. And then when I kind of got introduced to that, I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know, just Beatles fans, just always good people. There's no way that a Beatles fan did all that crap that Amber said. I mean, that's just my personal
Totally
opinion.
agree with you.
It's really almost like a you know psychic kind of evaluation. There's no actual you know I can't actually say
Well, you
that's
got
actually
Charles
true.
Manson, so that breaks the mold there for you.
No, there's always the exception.
Yeah.
You know, out of the Beatles fans I've known, you know, they're usually good people. I mean, you know, who knows?
Well, I love the video with Johnny Depp with Joe Perry and Alice Cooper playing in his house, and bing bong, Paul McCartney says, "Hey, can I come in
Oh,
and
I've got
jam
to
with you?"
see that, man.
It's a great video because Alice Cooper and Jai were looking at each other like, I can't believe that Paul McCartney's here.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool. It's just
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, if I had a chance to talk to Johnny, that's all I'd talk to him about. Obviously, I wouldn't mention Amber or anything, and yeah, it'd be a great conversation. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think I get starstruck or anything like that. I just stick to the music, and it'd be really good. You know, so and
I'd like to say I wouldn't, but I think that I would. I mean, I've met
right.
famous people before, and they're just people, but we're talking about Johnny Depp. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's next level famous. You know what I mean? He's next level. There's famous, then there's like next level. I used to work for Steven Van Zandt in New York City, and he's
Oh,
pretty
nice.
famous from The Sopranos, and he was like a really cool guy. But he's not next level famous. He's
No.
famous. People know him, but he's like the mid grade famous. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's like next level. He's a superstar. You
He's
know,
at the
so.
top.
Yeah, he's at the top of the period. He's a superstar. So I've never met anyone on that level, but I used to work in the music industry, and I met some people, you know, who are, let's just say, famous, like Joan Jett. Probably most people from my generation know her, and you know, Didi Ramone. I met him, and people like that, but they're
That's
not like
cool.
super famous. Yeah, I met a lot of people. Weird Al. I met Weird Al. I met a lot of people back in the day, you know, because my father was in the music business. But you know,
Well,
he,
I met Ted Nugent. I had
that's
lunch with him
cool.
and his wife.
He seems like a pretty rough guy.
He's exactly how you would think he was.
Sure.
No pretenses or false images
No,
with him.
he's a tough cook.
Joan Jett was hot. I shook her hand because we were just in a bar. It was pretty casual. She almost like crushed my hand. She was like, "Come
Yes, she's
on," give me this
gotta
huge
be
handshake.
soaking wet.
I'm like, all right. I was like, this must be Joan Jett. Like,
She's little.
yeah, no, she was like a dude. She's like, hey, what's up? She's like a dude. She shook my hand really hard, man.
Just saw her
And-
last summer.
And she was with Didi Ramone, and they were playing a show, and they're like, well, what song do you want us to play? What do you want us to open with? And I was like, Sedated, because that's like the only song I know of it. So, like, no, I'm serious. I don't think I knew any other Ramones song. And I almost threw a blank. I was like, oh, Sedated. I knew Sedated, right? But I couldn't think of anything else. And they did. They opened with Sedated. I was like, oh, cool. Like, you know.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
and-
she's still the same. She does the exact same set. She dresses the same. She's got that little Billy Idol snarl still.
How's her voice holding up?
She did pretty good. She opened up for Motley Crue and Def Leppard. And she sang Crimson and Clover, and it was really good. She did. But yeah, she's plugging along.
Um, yeah, I met Weird Al in a movie store, but it was a chain that my father and his friend bought into, and like I guess I was like 7, and we just got a slice of pizza like at the place next door to the video store, and I just met him for like a couple of minutes. So
Was he
he
cool?
yeah, from what I remember, I was like 7 years old.
Right.
He gave me a poster. He signed the poster. He got me pizza. He was like, I don't know, he was putting the pizza in front of my face and shit. I guess you'd
He was
imagine.
acting weird. He was acting weird.
Like kind of moving it around, you know. So like that's pretty much what I remember. And I had the poster for a while, lost it. So yeah, but he was nice. He was chill, and
His videos were killer. I mean,
yeah,
they
no,
were
he's
so
awesome.
funny.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. I just met a couple of people throughout the years. So, but like I was saying, nobody on Johnny's level. No one like super
No.
famous. Just people probably a lot of people would know, but not quite on Johnny's level. So,
Who else would you think would be on Johnny's level? Princess Diana.
it's not only about talent. If it's just sheer fame, someone like Madonna,
That's what I
I
mean.
guess.
Princess Diana.
So like Madonna is pretty much famous enough. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I would go there.
Michael Jackson, he's huge. Like people like Elvis, obviously
Elvis.
people like the Beatles, people like I don't know, Hendrix, those kind of like real legends, you know what I mean? Like
Led Zeppelin.
Eric Clapton,
Yeah.
stuff like that. As far as actors like Schwarzenegger, Stallone, you know, they're like huge names, right? So
Isn't that weird?
Harrison
We had the 50s,
Ford.
we had the 60s, we had the 70s, we had the 80s, we sort of had the 90s, and then it's like it all blends in. With the
Right.
internet, there's just so much coming at you that you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a quagmire anymore.
Yeah.
But there's
Right,
very
well,
few standout talents anymore either. It's all gone to
Right.
mediocrity, at least in my mind.
White and Nerdy. That was a hilarious song. I love that song, man. What's up, Mac? Nice to see you, man. And Mac, if you want, you could come on. We'd have a whole panel. And Mac's from
Next World
Texas. He's got a
Entertainment
channel.
Yay.
I see Mac's channel all the time. I don't really do like watch parties and everything, but I try to stop by when I can and give it a like and stuff like that. But I see him doing lives all the time. So Mac, if you want to drop your link in there, feel free. You know, we were just talking about you. So was AI was talking about Dega too, but I got a Dega. I snatched him up quick. I saw he came online. His wife was away. So I got him.
I just didn't want to deal with the harassment today.
Yeah.
That's why I always tip John. I try to help him
Yeah.
get de-harassed himself.
No, it helps. It helps. It helps. Honestly, helps the channel keep going on and stuff like that. So,
Right.
because this is pretty much a part-time job for me. This is instead of going out at night and working someplace a few hours, I could do YouTube. So, it it works out. It's great.
You put a lot of hours into it.
I do, and no one ever requests any topics, so that's cool. Just pick them myself. I'm an old school punk and metal fan. Yeah, I like certain metal. What's up, Jay Lee? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Jay Lee, I'm sure a lot of you know, has been here for a very long time supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. So, multitasking, that's the story of my life is multitasking. You know? When you've got kids living with you, you're constantly multitasking. So them something, work something, them something.
Which explains why you're so excited about the AI. You're gonna use that secretly and not tell people how much dependence you're gonna get onto this
So he
AI.
doesn't have to think for himself because he's wore out from thinking.
Yeah, no, it's dangerous, man. It's already, on Sunday night, I do my work for Monday in like 35 minutes, then I pretty much have Monday off.
Well, that's cool.
No, serious.
2-3 years from now, you're not even going to need to make your own thumbnails. You just tell the AI to do it. 'Cause the way the art's going.
Make a thumbnail with Meghan Markle and Meghan and Harry. It'll know what I mean with my stupid mistakes. It'll correct me. Like, do you mean Meghan Markle? I'm like, yes. Oh, thank you, AI. Make a thumbnail with her slapping Harry and pouring coffee in his lap because whatever. But Mac's World, he has a nice voice. Yeah, Mac does have a nice voice. Can't remember it because he hasn't come on in a long time, but I remember it being pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Mac's a dude. I don't really think a dude's like, I wonder if he's got a nice voice. I kind of do, but not really. I mean, all right.
the chat's talking about Madonna quite a bit, but
Yeah, Madonna's in the news. Yeah.
well, she looked a little rough when she presented, but she's getting older. But I guarantee you, if you could get to one of her shows, if you wanted to pay $1,800 for a seat, I bet
Oh
she's gonna
no,
bring it.
you'd have to pay me to go see her.
Just
Right.
saying, her and Janet Jackson, you just could never go see because it's so expensive. I mean, God, I'm not paying $1,000 to go see Madonna.
Chunky monkey. If you paid me $1,000, I'd go see her. If you paid me $100, that wouldn't be worth my full day.
That's fair.
My day is worth more than like making $100 to go see Madonna, I think. But if you paid me, I guess like $200, I guess I'd go see her, right? Something like that.
If we provided transportation and a snack and a drink.
Yeah, maybe
Let's
all
work.
around 200 or something.
It'd be work for you. Wouldn't be entertainment at all. It'd be work.
Yeah, I mean,
Get paid for your work.
it's still something. Let's not get crazy. You could still say, I've seen Madonna. It's still something to say, So, can we ask it a question about Madonna?
Go for it.
Got a question?
What was
What's her net worth?
productive year?
Oh, that's a good. Okay, wait.
I think it's going to be around 84, 5, 6.
Maybe I could ask it. What's a Dega Outlaw's net worth? Maybe I don't know. Seems to know you. Seems to know you.
Whoa,
There's an art to hiding money.
Around $850 million. That's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
I didn't realize
Still getting
that.
royalties. She's still getting royalties.
Jesus, so why does somebody with that much money need to be in the public? Why not just get on your yacht, get in your, mansion, just chill out and relax?
Have you seen her latest family picture with her kids?
No, I don't think so.
They look rough. They look like rough and tough kids. I mean, they're all grown up, but they just got that look on them that apples don't fall far, because Madonna's a tough cookie.
There are some qualities about her that I think are, good to pass along. And
I like Tungsten's comment.
what do you say? Let's see.
She's like the sea, too much plastic.
Oh,
God.
that's kind of sad though, because I like the ocean.
Yeah.
I saw Elton John for my first concert again this past spring for the farewell tour. Yeah, I like Elton John. More of the older Elton John, the original back in the 70s. I like it, Elton John. But yeah, he's a legend also. He played John Lennon played with him for Lennon's last appearance. So obviously, and that was a bet John Lennon lost. I mean, he kind of wanted to go, kind of didn't, but that obviously puts Elton John in immortal status, pretty much. He'll never be forgotten because of that. So
I saw him in '87 at a huge arena in Detroit, and we bought the tickets last moment, and we were on the highest bowl in the very last row, and the sound bouncing off the walls. He could sing Pinball Wizard, and you wouldn't know what he was singing. And he was like on the stage. I never again would allow myself to buy tickets at a concert that weren't amazing seats, because that was the biggest waste.
yeah,
you could tell he was good. We just couldn't hear him. It was an older stadium.
Okay. Well, I had like really bad seats when I saw McCartney with my friend, but it was fine. It was in like Tokyo Dome, so it was fine.
Well, if you can understand what they're singing, but
yeah, no, it was good. It was fine. So but
I had
that's Tokyo
some-
Dome. Everything in Japan's like beautiful and works
bad
perfectly,
acoustics. That's about it. Yeah.
I had some nosebleed seats in Chicago in the early 90s when U2 was on tour, and it sounded really good. I was amazed at how good it was, even though I was 250 yards away.
Saying that Adega has a nice voice.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. He's got
super nice. She comes around and listens to my stuff all the time. She's
slow, smooth talk, and he's a mature
He goes with a slow, smooth brain.
He doesn't get silly or anything. He's got a sense of humor. He doesn't have to get silly or anything. So it's You know. Yeah, old school Sir Elton John. Rocks now he of I guess you meant sort of sucks. Yeah, like I said, I like the older 70s Elton John, but I'm sure look, I mean, he's old. I mean, he's old, right? He's in his 70s or maybe 80 or something right now.
Yeah.
So, that age is going to catch up with you. You're not going to be able to you're not going to stay cool forever, but, he's still around. So
He was a one-man
I knew it couldn't be
show.
my voice. No, I'm sure your voice is not that bad. Mac, not like my voice is great. It's something. I talk fast. I've got a certain pattern, but
You still
I
got a
don't know.
you got a New York accent still.
I got a New
Yeah.
York accent.
That's
Yeah.
never going away.
That's true. Nah, I guess not.
I live in the Midwest. I don't think we have an accent.
Oh yeah, you do.
I hear. Yeah, I don't think we have an accent.
Accent?
I don't think we have an accent. Yeah, no, I hear it. You got a little one. No,
Really?
It's not heavy.
Yep.
It's not heavy. It's not heavy, but I hear it. Well, thank you, Laura. And I love it too. How about that? I always say that. I'm bad at taking compliments. I don't know what it is. I just can't take compliments very well. I don't know why. I'm bad at it.
You are bad at it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad thing about me. I'm a nice guy. I'm nice to people, but I'm bad at taking compliments. So, yep, I hear you do have an accent, Lisa. Sorry to break it to you.
I feel like I speak standard English, like everything's by the book.
Use
It's
the
subtle.
correct words, just the
Yeah.
accent is a little off.
I never have been told it before. Yeah, I'm in Michigan. I can accept it. I just don't hear it.
I
It's
moved
subtle.
to
It's not
Michigan 2
strong.
years
It's not
ago.
strong. It's not strong, but it's subtle.
I'm gonna have to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fires that just broke out in New York City and all the fires, it was really bad.
Where are you from, Lisa? Michigan?
Michigan, mid-Michigan. In
How
the
do you
middle of
spell
the ice.
MIC.
HIGN. IGAN, yep. GAN. Yeah, there you go.
It must be a great English teacher. All right. I'm just joking. Do people? Oh, I just said. Wait. Hey, I'm not the English teacher.
I was wondering where that was going myself. As
I'm the silly YouTuber. I'm not an English teacher. Do people from Michigan have an accent? Yes.
Yes.
Like people from many other regions in the United States have distinct regional accents. So looks like Chat GPT got you, Lisa. Wait, Adega, aren't you in Michigan?
I'm originally from Southern Cal, so I've picked up things from all the different places where I live, but it's predominantly California accent.
But aren't you in
which
Michigan
most people
now?
No, I was 2 years ago. We moved out
Okay.
into the middle of absolute nowhere, Wisconsin.
Okay, right. Couldn't take all the accents. Had to get out of there.
Right. Now they're all out and about.
Born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, I've been to Massachusetts there. My
That's a
uncle
tough
lived there his
accent
whole
there.
life. And what's up, Angela? Nice to see you. And you caught a live. You did it. You caught the live.
Hey.
The
So
Boston accent is one of the best ones to insult people using.
You ain't
what's
kidding.
up, Brandon? Nice to see you. Right, Bruce Willis actually was diagnosed with dementia.
Yeah, it's a different type of dementia too. It's front lobe something. It's supposed to be pretty. It affects your speech and everything
Right.
else. It's not just brain dementia. It's front
Oh,
lobe.
he's getting older too, right?
Yeah, but still, darn it.
Oh, he's only 68? That's not that
Yeah.
old. No, that's not
No.
that old. No,
No.
okay, that's a little early to get that. So yeah. I left Midwest to join the Army, and it was the Army was culture shock. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
No, probably from going from the Midwest to wherever
Oh, okay.
the station or the facility was. Because if you go to the Midwest and they throw you in the middle of New York, yeah, it's going to be culture shock.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I have you to explain that, Adega, but I could have just asked the AI there. But you were quicker. You were quicker than typing, so you're still useful as a guest.
Oh, thanks.
And
I'm going to be replaced. He'll just put pictures up there. Here's this one and this one. He's typing in AI questions. We've been replaced.
Dementia can appear in the 50s. Yeah, but I'm sure the average age it pops up. Like my grandmother got it when she was late 70s. Right? I think Junior Soprano also got it like late 70s. So.
It used to be. It used to be that the average age for dementia was older. The problem is people aren't using their brains as much, so it gets younger. Plus, there's a ton of insults from chemicals. This is a doctor speaking. So I've seen dementia start as early as in the mid 40s.
What?
But yes. But
So,
they
like,
have
I
been
can get it?
exposed to chemicals. Oh, yeah. But not so much in Japan. You won't notice it there.
Oh, thank God.
It
All
tends to be more of the Western or industrialized. You go to the Western Europe, North America. It's that type of lifestyle exposure to different things, and people not reading. The less you read, the faster your mind collapses.
Sorry to hear that, Bernice. My mom died, I think, around 2018 too. Can't quite remember, but something a little before that. But yeah, close. But
Yeah.
Can't remember what I had for breakfast, and I'm 6. All right, well, I remember what I had for breakfast. I had okay, it's like they don't have it in America. It's like sponge cake. It's like kind of like sponge cake, but it's like chocolate and different flavors and stuff like that. But it's like kind of like,
All right, you're gonna,
like fluffy cake, kind of.
you'll have to send me some so I know what you're talking about. It's
you want-
scientific
If
purposes.
you want to send me your address, I'll send you something. Yeah, sure. No,
I don't want
I'm
you to go out of the
serious.
way.
I'm serious. I'll send you something. It's not, I'm serious. I don't mind. It's fun. And I could have you on my on here. You could actually show it. Not like I'm going to not know what happens to it.
Do you put
it's
anything
true.
on the sponge cake, like strawberries or?
No, it's just kind of like a Twinkie without the cream in the middle.
Oh,
I may have
That
had
makes
something
sense.
like that. I
Yeah,
actually love
pretty much
mochi,
like
but never
Yeah.
haven't had any of those things.
If I'm going to eat a sponge, if you don't send me, I can't send everybody everything, but since Adega's kind of working for free for me, and he's working for free, but I could get the chatbot to do his job, so it's really weird. But
Right.
I mean, not totally.
Just
free.
don't
Get
use
shout
my
out.
image when you're using the chat bot because I like to think I'm more intelligent than the AI.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it knows a lot here. Just
It can access things quicker than I can. I give it that, but that doesn't necessarily mean its reasoning ability is anywhere near a human.
how many pages
least a sober human.
is? Let's try this. How many pages is Lord of the Rings?
too
It
many.
would. Oh, that could never be too many. It could go on forever. I still read it.
That's not a fair question. It depends on print size, size of the book.
True.
Well, let's see what it says. The total page count for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which includes Fellowship, Two Towers from the King, can vary depending on the specific edition and format of the books. However, in the standard single volume paperback, the trilogy is typically around 1,200 pages long.
Wow.
Well, you didn't seem so excited about that, Adega. All right, well.
No, it's not that. It just, my one book, The Blood Witch, came out, and it's Barnes and Noble. It's $4.46. It just, I'm comparing in my head what he did compared to what I did, what it would take.
How long is the Bible? I didn't say how many pages is the Bible.
I can probably tell you how many books are in it.
Pages is the Bible. Right, there's like different I can't type. It knew though. See, it knows it it'll autocorrect, right? It knows what I'm talking about.
I sure did.
So that is intelligent. It didn't say like, oh, I don't know what's Baikal or whatever, right? I can speak Vietnamese. Oh, that's good. Well, I could speak Japanese and English, so I guess we're even.
I can swear in Arabic and count to 10.
That's interesting.
Rock on.
That's interesting.
I used to know some Japanese when I was studying with my friend, the Shorinji couple.
I think it
what is it?
translates to-
Nagoya? Not Nagoya, Nagoya? John corrected me last time I was on about how to say it.
How do you say shrimp in Japanese? In Japanese, shrimp is typically pronounced ebi. Yeah, it translates too. It does everything. I mean, you could just ask it whatever and it will give you an answer. That's kind of amazing, you know?
It didn't say
Right.
who you were.
Yeah, well, that's because it's a little slow. I'm slow on
Say you
that
can
front.
swear in every language. She can swear in every language.
Which
That's a
do
lot of
people like better,
languages.
cats or dogs? It's a pretty, subjective question. It's going to give some answer. The preference of cats or dogs can vary widely from person to person. It is largely a matter of personal opinion. Some people prefer cats because they are generally lower maintenance and less demanding than dogs, while other people prefer dogs because they are more social and make better companions. There are also many people who enjoy both cats and dogs or who prefer other types of pets altogether. Ultimately, it's a matter of personal preference. That's a really good answer for an AI.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Unbiased
So-
opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like cats because I'm lazy. You got to walk dogs and do all kind of stuff. And cats, you just kind of sit back and let them do what they're going to do.
I got a cat around here somewhere.
No,
I like them
nice.
both for the
Me too.
reasons that were pointed out. A cat will keep vermin down, and you can't beat a purr from a cat. Dogs are they become more of a family member than a cat will. Cats, they do their own thing, and I like them both for different reasons.
I agree.
If I had an ideal situation, I'd have two of each. I have two dogs, but
I can't really say I actually like Liverpool. I've never been there, so I actually can't say if I like it or not, to be honest. But
I'd love to be able to say I went there.
I guess I don't not like it. But yeah, I mean, also once you have kids, like the dreams of traveling the world kind of plummet because, not like that's going to happen. Yeah, and then the wife wants to go places. You want to go places, so she always wins. So it's gonna go to her places first, and she wants to go to France, and there's nothing in France for me. I don't like croissants and the Eiffel Tower. So no offense if you're French, that's about it.
So, John, what do you do, you and your wife, for fun when you do get a moment out together?
Nothing. We just relax.
That was a quick answer.
We just relax. We just no one's here. Just relax for a minute. That's not even a joke.
I
That's just
believe
No. I remember that with my kids. It wasn't until they got a little older when they would go off and do their own things where it became more of a event for my wife and I to actually do something besides relaxing, just like you said.
If we have enough time, we could get pasta. She likes pasta. I don't want to call it Italian food. It's like Japanese Italian. It's not quite. I'm not going to say Italian food, but let's just say pasta, like Japanese pasta, right? So
Can't
we
go
could
wrong
go
with
eat
pasta.
that. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean,
Will she have a glass of wine with you?
Yeah, she drinks. She'll drink, but
Good.
and we don't drive, so I guess we could if we wanted. You know what? I got to tell you, we don't even think about it. It's not even, we don't even, not like we don't drink, but we just like forget because we're so, you know what I mean? It's like, we have this time, we forget. I swear, we don't even, if we thought, let's have a drink, maybe we would. We won't even realize it's like, we're free, let's just go whatever, I don't know if that even makes sense to you.
It does make sense, though.
We're so busy, we forgot to drink at times.
I wish I could say that.
But it's not, yeah.
Diego, I had a bad episode on John's show about a year ago. It was late at night, and
yeah,
I saw that. I remember.
Oh, tell me no.
Yeah.
Nope, I saw it.
I hang my head in shame.
If you were just a little bit more sober, it could have been fun, but it was just a little too much. You just couldn't really go back and forth. So
passing out sitting here. I was going to sleep.
I've had a few drinks sometimes and done lives, but I get headaches from drink. Drink doesn't sit well with me, but
Well, I teach high school, so I have to drink.
I get headaches and I just don't handle it well. I guess my body, I don't know, maybe Dagan knows, my body doesn't take it well. I get drunk very fast. I get headaches from it, usually a couple hours later. It's just like my body doesn't take it very well.
No,
Doesn't
there's
handle
been a
it very
couple
well.
times, and one when I was on with you where you were just on the edge, and there was charming aspects to it, and other aspects were going, oh gosh, So there's a sweet spot for you where you don't want to get too far.
I got too far.
Yes, you did.
And one woman commented, John, I don't like that lady that was on your live last night. And it was
No,
I get it.
It could have been fun. It could have been fun if you were just a little bit more responsive and,
Not so drunk.
But yeah, it was almost fun because, but anyway, I forgot about it until now. So, I mean, these live streams go in the void. They don't stay up there. I don't even see them displayed on my main channel. That you have to click on lives now. It's not even on the main video roster.
You got to search for them.
You got to click live, which is just next to videos, but no one does. I mean, some people do, but only 10% of the people that are going to actually watch. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
they're just pretty much talking to people, just chilling. That's it. So, and they don't get a lot of views generally. They generally get like a fourth of what videos get. So,
Really?
yeah, they always get less. I don't know why. Everyone's do. I mean, look at, probably any channel.
Why don't you do a thumbnail saying Johnny Depp's coming on live, then I'll dress up like him and they'll believe me?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that, but I mean, yeah, you could do that. I wish you would. I mean, not like maybe I could get what's his face to come on here. Is the private eye guy? Maybe.
Yeah, he was cool. He was on once before, wasn't he?
I think it was on someone's channel before. Yeah, I think he went on Stevie J's channel or something. He's following me on Twitter. We chatted on Twitter a little bit. Paul Barisi, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Right. She followed me. We chatted on Twitter. So yeah, maybe he'd come on. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, he sure did throw a monkey wrench into Miss Heard's game, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's one of those great guys from the case.
Well, because he had no reason to fib about it. She hired him, and he couldn't find a thing on Mr. Depp.
Yep. He trashed that hotel room that time.
Darn guy.
I've done it too. I've trashed some apartments I moved out of because I was mad at the company and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You rebel.
And I hate it when people say, I really dislike it. I don't like the word hate, but when there's a picture of like Eve putting up of Johnny Depp where it's less than awesome, I'm like, I would like to see anybody on the planet that's going to be 60 in June that has ridden himself hard with drinking and drugs, and 999,000 out of a million photos that are taken of him are amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't take really bad photos, but every once in a while they'll catch him, in an awkward position, then they got him.
Yeah.
I can't imagine can you imagine just if you had to do that for 1 week of your life, that every time you went somewhere there was a million flashes in your face? I mean, that would drive you insane. I think it would. But I don't, him getting a fortress and I'm pretty sure since Christmas he's been on his island. That's what he does every year. Good for him, but
yeah, he's just one of those people that just has like a really, really high physical attraction level. Like he's one of those people that guys know he's hot. Like, guys like, yeah, I could see how, like we can't tell with certain people. Like DiCaprio to me never really looked like a hot guy. He just looked like okay, I kind of see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brad Pitt, same thing.
Yeah. Brad Pitt
is like mysterious.
Good looking. I get it, but
Chat says,
right.
Depp looks quite good, to be honest. Yes, he does.
Yeah. No, he's just got that thing about him too, not just
mysterious.
Whatever it is. So.
And all he's gotta do is just look at a camera and just give that little wink, that little.
Well, let's ask the chat box.
People freak.
Is Johnny Depp good looking? Good looking is a subjective term, so it's difficult to say whether Johnny Depp is good looking since opinions of physical attractiveness can vary widely. However, many
However,
people find Johnny Depp to be attractive due to his distinct looks and unique style. Depp has been considered a sex symbol and heartthrob by many fans and has been named one of the sexiest men alive by several publications. So, knowing all of that, it's pretty safe to say he's good looking without saying it's an opinion because, I mean, it is an opinion, but, come on.
yeah, I've got his life-size cutout still in my room, and kids make me put it so when they walk down the hall, they can just look in and see him. And I could charge money for people coming in and say, "Can I take a selfie with Johnny?" I'm like, he's not real. You don't have to ask him. Just. But even with younger people, they get so mesmerized with that man.
I'm a man. I date JD. Well, I mean, if you want to use him for his money and accuse him of abuse, you could go try that, I guess. But yeah. So in other news, I heard Andrew Tate is bringing out some facts that kind of might prove that he's been set up and things like that. So we'll see about it. Seems pretty interesting. But I know I don't really have like Tate fans here, but I'm well open to hearing things because I don't trust.
I loosely follow that, not a great deal because it's just like you said, we don't have the facts. Some of the things where he tells guys to man up, I agree with. We got too many who just sit back and let society run over them. But there's the aspect of, I can't say toxic masculinity, but abusive, where there are claims of that, where you got to let the facts come out. I can't judge. So I just, leave it.
Good call.
All right. Here's what I heard. Well, here's what I know from my personal experience of like 45 years and probably thinking a lot about women like most guys do, is when I stopped being nice, I got a lot more women. A lot. I mean, skyrocketed. Now, here's the thing. They want you to be nice to them, but they don't care how you treat people around. If you're a dick to a woman directly, she might just get sick of it and be turned off by it. But if you're a dick to the bartender, to your friends, bossy, they could find that attractive. But if you're nice to her, she's like, ooh, he's being real nice to me, but look at how much of a dick he is to all those people, and treating them like that is kind of like the trick. So some guys get it wrong. Some guys think you got to be a dick to her and everybody, which can still kind of work, to be honest. But it's better if you're a dick to the people around and you treat her like special, So, but if you're kind and you return her phone calls and text messages, tell her she looks nice, pay for everything, it can be perceived weak and like you're looking for her and you're more desperate. You want her. If you ignore her texts, don't call her back or call her back like 4 days later or something. Say, I think I got an hour. Can you meet me now? It's like, oh, he has an hour. He must have other girls going on. He's this guy, and the kindness just, it's
relationship hour with John.
Yeah.
It's true, though. It's true.
I always found, and just from my history, because before I got married, things went rather well. I would say, for me, it was just the confidence. There's no fear.
Yes.
I wasn't a jerk. I wasn't aggressive or anything. It just, there was dead confidence. You're going out with me. Okay. It was never having fear of anything and having a mindset where this is what I want. This is what I get. Never a jerk about things. And I have never had any difficulty. Even as a doctor, I had to chase several off, just because I think it's the confidence with
you always want what you can't have.
That could be too.
So you like the challenge.
Or you want what you feel has value to others.
This
is subconscious. I'm not talking conscious. People don't like to admit that, but subconsciously, that's basically what it is. Because if it doesn't have value to others, it doesn't really have value to you.
That is a good point.
People don't want.
That is a good point.
Most of the time, people don't want things, that are very easily accessible and easy to get. You want the things that aren't very easy to get. Take Dior, for example. Not everybody has a bottle of Dior. If Dior was $19.95, everyone would have a bottle, and you wouldn't want it. You'd want the one that not everyone had. So like, I mean, not the best example, because if Johnny was selling it, they, you know, buy it anyway. But you know what I mean? Something like that. Something to that extent. Like, you know, if everybody had a Ferrari, you wouldn't want one anymore. You'd be like, well, it's nice, but everyone has
Yeah, I
one.
would.
Well, you wouldn't want it for certain reasons. You know, you
Right.
might, but you wouldn't want it for certain reasons. Like,
There's the status symbol of having something
Right.
that is highly desirable, whether it be an object, a
Right.
place, a vacation site is what I mean, a person on your sleeve. It all depends. But if it's the desire value, the higher the desire value.
Things like intelligence and kindness, like Adega said, go along with being confident. If you're only intelligent, that's not going to attract women. If you're only intelligent, but you don't take care of yourself, you don't really, you know, hygiene's bad, and maybe you have poor posture, but you're intelligent, you've got to have more of the full package, right? So if you're intelligent plus, like, you know, pretty good looking, or maybe tall, or one other good feature, that'll be good. And, you know, confidence kind of goes along, not quite with being a dick, but it's kind of a pushy, masculine quality to be confident. So it has kind of like the cousin of, I don't want to say being a dick, but kind of like, you know, being rude and pushy and things like that, because you're confident, you're there, it's you, you know, you're telling people what to do in a certain way, you know. So anyway, I don't know, but I just did terrible with women in earlier years. When I was a nice guy, I called them, how are you? I acted concerned about them. I bought them things, you know, like gentleman opens the door, all that bullshit. I just didn't work. Sorry. I mean, and I got to be honest, it depends on how attractive the woman is. If you're not attractive, then you're going to have a different point of view. But if you're an attractive woman who's hit on all the time, has a ton of options, then it's going to be different for you. You know, you're going to be more picky because you could pick and choose the guy more. If you're just a very average woman, not so attractive, then you're going to have trouble yourself. So you have a different point of view of what's attractive, you know.
I like a
Anyway,
gentleman. I like somebody to hold the door open and be kind. I do. Yes.
if you're physically attracted to other things about him, that's not the only thing. If he's like obese and he doesn't brush his teeth, and he could do all that and it wouldn't matter.
No, that's true. Hygiene is definitely up there at the top.
Just as an example, it doesn't have to be hygiene, but you know, if there's something physically you're not attracted to, he could make it up in other ways, but not by being a gentleman, I don't think.
Laura's being funny with you. That was good.
No, I mean, that's grossly incorrect. John thinks this to conquer a woman. I mean, the woman ultimately always conquers the man. The woman always conquers the man because biologically we have to have the permission to get in there. So she's always the boss. But, you know, psychologically, yeah, you've got to do a couple of things. I disagree. Well, a lot of women do disagree. But it just, I mean, depends on the situation. But I'm telling you from my experience, you know, that it didn't work for me. And when I turned myself around and said, you know what, I'm fucking sick of being nice, I'm going to be a prick, then it just worked much better as far as actually dating and romantic relationships, not just like being friend zone. Like kindness got me a lot of friend zones. Like, you know, first you've got to be attracted sexually. I think people do it in reverse, because if you're not, it's going to fall apart. If you're really not attracted to someone, then, you know, they could be a friend. They could be a good friend. But you've got to have that physical attraction if it's going to go somewhere. Unless people in this chat aren't attracted to people.
Yeah, it's not necessarily always the case. There's all kinds of different ways to look at it. That's true in a lot of cases. It's not always true.
I didn't say physical. I said attracted to in some way. To be romantic, right? It could be intelligence.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a separation from a friend, is what I mean.
Well, those in love endorphins are controlling. They will wipe you out. You cannot deny them.
Maybe you just got more. Well, no, not really. Not calling girls back for 4 days and ignoring them isn't really confidence. It's more of a tactic, right?
Well, I mean, when you fall in love with somebody, and all, especially when you're younger and you're not used to the feelings, it's like,
right.
I don't want to go anywhere without you. Oh my gosh, we have the same dentist. What? That's your favorite food? That's mine too. What's your favorite? Oh my, you know, that kind of stuff.
Well, I'd also be afraid to tease girls, like joke around. Because like if I was attracted to someone, I'd be scared to, say like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, oh, those glasses are horrible on you. I'd be scared to tease people, But like sometimes you can kind of tease and joke like that and be negative and pull it off right, and that'll work. I always was like too scared. Like, you look nice, or those look great on you, or like whatever. I'd always say nice, straightforward, complimentary things. But when I got a little more playful and joking, it worked a lot better than just like flat compliments, which could be just kind of boring. And like I said, attractive women hear it all the time. If you're not an attractive woman, you might really like that. But if you're attractive and you're a woman a lot of guys want, you don't hear that as much. So
Well,
there's
I
kind of a
like fun
difference.
too. I do like a funny guy.
So
Dated bad boys in my younger days. Chunky Monkey, you are not the only one.
appreciate your content. Yeah, I thought okay. I didn't know if Chunky Monkey was a man or a woman. I have no way to tell in some cases, so I guess I just learned something.
Did
But,
you?
Yeah. No, I wonder. Hey, look, I'll be honest. Once in a while, I wonder, this is a man, this is a woman, and sometimes I can tell, and sometimes I just have no idea. Well, yeah, honesty can sometimes borderline be mean. I mean, it depends on what there is to be honest about. I mean, I don't know. Like if there's something wrong with somebody, like probably 90% of people just ignore it, or they mention it's not that bad because they know the person's self-conscious or something. But if someone's just honest and just calls it out, like Kramer on Seinfeld, it's like, whoa, it's kind of shocking, right?
Hilarious.
No, I'm not saying anyone's ugly. I'm just saying it's different for like very attractive women and not attractive women. Same for guys, obviously. It's just totally different. So anyway, it's just you can't make a flat statement like all women like this, all women don't like that.
Yeah.
You can't make a flat statement. It's different. Like, like attractive women get approached like several times a day when they're just walking around, and like average women maybe sometimes, and not so good looking women not so much. So it's just a different life, it's a different perspective. So
Well, there are very good looking people out there that are very ugly. And the other way around. Once you get to meet somebody, if they could be the most beautiful person on the outside, and after you're around them for a while, you just go, yeah, and the other way around. It really does come down to how you are on the inside. Now, that physical attraction at first, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know how we get into this. I'm sure some people hate me now, but
Nobody,
what's with Meghan and Harry? Is he good looking? Is this Harry good looking guy? He looks like a carrot to me.
I think he's better looking than his brother.
Yeah, his brother's a little weird looking, but I really think if he wasn't him, he would not be Meghan Markle's type.
Probably.
I just cannot see her with like that kind of. I think she wants someone more modern, like less conservative looking, like less wearing suits and things like that, more fashionable. You know what I mean? Like he's got like a very
platform
traditional.
though. He had a platform, and yeah.
That's it. Yep. She's looking for status. Wasn't
Without
looking
doubt.
for a spouse. It was all about status.
I don't think it's been working too well for him lately. I'm not on the bandwagon. I don't really follow that too much, but boy, there's a lot of negative press right now with him.
No, he deserves it. I could see like Johnny Depp being Amber's type if he was younger. I just don't trust that she had a long-term plan to stay with him at that age.
Never.
So,
He was a cash cow to her.
yeah.
I think she went through a lot of his cash too, because he made
right.
a few times of, you don't participate, you don't bring anything. All taking all of her friends to Italy, to all these countries all the time, and he wasn't even there. It's like she just thought that was just going to go on forever. It's sort of sad,
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I don't know. I think he said that like they talked about books that they both read. And I still, for some reason, can't picture her as like a reader that reads something intellectual, maybe like romance novels and that kind of thing. I just can't see her,
I can't picture her being a reader either.
yeah, being intellectual about it. She's just not the type of person who seems like she cares about books, you know. And I really think what happened was Johnny read the books, and the conversation was very one-sided. She probably agreed along with him, and she didn't, or she read like some of it or knew about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I did like that too, Johnny," or "Yeah, you know," and it was more of like a cold reading type thing.
Well, I think he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on first editions for her. She's got quite the library that he bought her.
She probably likes the covers, right?
Yeah.
What they're worth.
It's good to take pictures in front of, makes you look intelligent.
I
Yeah.
know. She's always on. When she was posting all the time, she'd have a big, thick book on philosophy. It's like, really?
Oh, Dega's got some kind of. It's his wife. She's like, "What are you doing?" She's been watching the whole time.
It could be. I got a lot of noises going on here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't even hear him. It's all right. It's all good.
I only heard dog barky once or twice.
William is a real prince. Yeah, Harry is. I think he just wanted to be, you know, a modern internet person. And
Well, back when Harry was born, the word on the street was possibly the two brothers don't have the same dads, because she was seeing somebody that was, or it was somebody that worked with her secretary or something, that had the red hair, and they looked undeniably like.
okay, I heard this. What Cindy's saying is that, based on her vocabulary she uses in sentence structures and things like that, she probably wasn't a big reader, which is pretty fair. You know, am I?
You
I'll
haven't read
admit,
my
not-
book.
not-
You
not
got it, but
recently.
you haven't read it.
I think I read the first chapter.
You published books?
Yeah.
Really? Do tell. I'm interested.
Um,
Well, I have one.
Sci-
You sent me one.
he
Hold on,
has
let me
one. He
see.
has the first one that came out. It's sci-fi, but I do sci-fi, fantasy, that type of thing. This is one that just came out on Barnes and Noble and
The Blood Witch?
Amazon. Yep. There's two books by that name. There's mine, and there's some. You're looking at some crazy third-rate. What do you call it? Romance attempt.
Yeah.
But
All right,
it's
there
a
it is.
series. Yeah, that's
love
the
that
very
stuff.
first one with
What's
the
that
publishing
called?
company. That's Evolution. That's sci-fi. You could see the kids have had a good time with it.
Yeah.
But that one you can't pick. You can get the book, but not in that form. I've changed everything up.
Yeah, and mine is signed.
Whoa.
Amazing.
What are you
So,
reading?
yeah,
John?
no, it's good. I should. Yeah, it's not even long.
I've got a
No,
million
it's a series
novels
of. Well, there's
witches and-
two novels in the series, but it's novellas, what they call those.
Yeah.
And then I have novels. It just whatever tells a story. I can care less about the size.
Right.
It's what gets the
Totally
story across.
Well, novellas are 30,000 words or less. Technically.
It's more than that. So
Stipulation, is
Okay,
there?
well, at a certain point, what's the diff? I mean, at a certain point, you're getting towards like novel range. So what's the actual cutoff?
Yeah.
Where it becomes a novel, not a novella. And I heard 30,000 was about the average estimate.
in some circles say it's 80,000. It depends on who you're
Doesn't seem
talking
right.
to.
That sounds like a novel to me.
That is a novel, but they'd say underneath that would be the cutoff. I've heard it said that way, but
Right.
I said, I don't care about size just as long as the story gets told. And if people like it, then so much the better. And
I like it.
yeah, people tend to enjoy it. So
Well, I mean, there's also price. So theoretically, you wouldn't charge as much for a novella as you would for a novel.
true.
So,
That's what Stephen
yeah.
King did for a long time. He'd take one very long story of his and produce it, sell it in novellas. Aww.
what like chop? Well, I mean, to be honest, if you sell something in 3 pieces, you might have a better chance of making more money than just one shot, right? Because if you sell something for $5 in 3 pieces, then if people like it, they're gonna buy all those 3, or instead of just like that, the one shot, right? So it's kind of the same thing with YouTube videos. If you make one video, like that's 15 minutes, that gets like 100,000 views. If you just split it in 3, they'll probably beat that 100,000. Or when you add them up. So that's why some people make really short videos.
Yeah.
But anyway.
They seem to be getting shorter all the time. You turn one on, they're 4 or 5 minutes long. Boom, they're gone.
I don't care anymore because I used to waste time and stress out about hitting a certain minute mark, and it used to slow me down. I used to edit and try to think of ways and, go back and try to find more to the article. It was wasting time. So I figured, fuck it. Just if it's just 4 minutes, it's good enough. And that's it. Even 3.5. And I've got a acquaintance, used to be an acquaintance named Josiah Rises, who I'm sure Adega knows. And he's been putting out 3-4 minute videos, machine gunning them out, and they're getting the same views as his 8, 9, 10 minute videos. So,
Right.
I just look at his channel and he's successful. He's got like 300K now. So,
Who is that?
Does he really?
someone we
look
know
at the
named
count.
Josiah Rises. I used to know him when he was smaller, but he blew up. And when YouTubers blow up, usually you lose contact. So, but I made a video with him. It's a really good one, actually.
Who is this?
Josiah Rises.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a great guy. He's a good guy, good content, stuff like that. So, but
Well, everybody needs
Well,
to
and
hit
it's
that like button. Come on now. Give John some love. Hit that like button. Hit it. Hit it.
yeah,
everybody
I heard-
likes John.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I like people liking me. So, I mean, what can I say? Like,
It's
can
the
I say?
honesty.
what would a normal person say there? Like, oh, thank you so much, guys. I love you all. I mean, that sounds so cheesy or something. I don't know. Like, I appreciate people more than like I'm saying, oh, I love everybody. Like, I appreciate it. Appreciation is, I think more important than like this. I love everyone because I don't know everyone to like love you. But I appreciate everybody.
Let's
Everyone's like-
everybody all at once make John uncomfortable. Let's
Like-
slap him with compliments.
We're a team. Oh yeah, both said
So he
knows.
can
Both
turn
said knows
red.
Josiah. I'm so glad I don't need a YouTube channel to fund my life. Well, it doesn't fund my life. Like, it's a part-time gig for I think most of us. Like, I think most YouTubers have some kind of job or married or something with the main supporter or something like that. But it's definitely a lot better than going out and just working somewhere at some night shift at some place or whatever, so.
And there are some people that do very
Love
well.
you, Hacker. Well, I definitely love Mac because he's from Texas and I love Texas. So, gotta be unexpected with something like that. Yeah, I mean, appreciation's the realistic thing about it. Well, I love humility too, because why not? But
See, you're getting all kinds of I love you, John.
yeah, I'm getting sleepy. That's why.
It's not often you see John blush, and there it is.
I know, right?
Appreciate sounds more condescending to me. I don't think
Say,
so. I
oh,
mean it.
shucks.
Yeah. No, I mean it. I appreciate. You know what?
You are appreciated.
Well, nice to see you, Chris. Say, if that's how you say it. Oh, we got a Mad Hatter. I've never seen Alice. I should see that movie, but I have no way to see movies because I don't pay for them, and I don't really not pay for them, so I just don't see them. So I would though. I'd like to see it. I'm sure Johnny's pretty good in it, like usual.
He always does a good job.
Always.
Yeah.
He's got an
But-
overload of talent.
But that's like one more of his fun roles. I like his more serious roles better than his fun roles.
I can
Willy
watch-
Wonka, Jack Sparrow, Mad Hatter. Those are fun roles. I like, the Donnie Brasco type roles. Fear and Loss. What am I trying to say? Fear and Loathing Las Vegas type of roles. So
Yeah, that one took a toll on him. He said it took him 2 or 3 months to get his brain back on track because that one.
well, if he really did the stuff for the scenes, then
I think that there may have been a little shenanigans going on behind
Yeah.
those.
But why not, right?
Well, how could you not if you're going to portray somebody that's Hunter Thompson was crazy.
Right. No, I love that movie. It's so good. It's one of those movies I forget Depp's in it because he's so good in it. It's one of those,
Totally.
But,
I like all of his ones. So. Don Juan DeMarcos is incredibly romantic. Blow messes with you. Libertine is
You
not.
know John loves you if he kicks. Well, I kind of like teeth. I don't like kicking people in the teeth. That's like it makes me cringe. I wouldn't mind punching someone in the stomach or something like that, but I like to let people have their teeth. I mean, you know,
You probably cut your hand before you broke
Yeah.
the teeth.
I'm not that tall, so crack to the knee is pretty good.
Ew.
I mean, if you're fighting a tall guy, you go for his legs because he's not really, he's probably concentrating on hitting you forward in the face or something. So, just saying.
I'm from Flint, Michigan, so I can take just about anybody out if I have to.
Laura brought it up. I'm saying if you're gonna be, I used to. I didn't fight so much, but but
Yeah, coming from Flint, I imagine you could make out a shank out of just about any household good.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Especially when you have an ex-husband that you're married to for years and years that retired from Department of Corrections. So, yeah.
Do not cross her at the grocery store. She will take you out before you even knew it happened.
You know what? I'm getting old, but I was a little feisty when I was younger, but it wouldn't be for crossing me in a grocery store. That's for sure. It'd be, coming up and trying to grab my purse or something.
But anyway, I got 1 a.m. here, so probably gonna wrap this one up. But I gotta thank Adega's wife for not being around. So that's nice. I gotta thank
Thank you, Adega's wife.
Lisa for coming on, and the super chat from Laura B and Lisa. And Laura was getting a little strange at the end with the teeth kicking, so we're just gonna forget about that. And here it is. Thank you so much. It's still up there, but Laura's is right here. Thank you guys for that. Sophie, thank you for stopping by. And Yellowbeard James probably gone. He probably got bored of my ranting by this point. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Hi,
Sophie, thank you so much for stopping by. Lols, thank you. Tugsten, thank you. Humility, thank you. Bernice, thank you. Ursula, sorry I missed you before, but I saw you come in here. Thank you. VNet, thank you. Thank you. Langbo, thank you. Chunky Monkey, who is now, I know, a woman. Thank you. What's up? Marshall, is that how you say it? I'm not sure, but thank you so much for stopping by. Kay, thank you. And Clever Nickname, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed our little rants and banters, and
PhD, you like it.
especially off topic tonight. Usually I stick a little bit more on the topic, but I figure, whatever. And Max, what's up? Nice to have you stop by. TJ, and I always think of TJ Maxx when I hear that. Sorry, no offense, but TJ Maxx like the only TJ I know. So anyway, and I'm in Japan all this time. I still remember TJ Maxx. And Jay Lee, thank you. But yeah, got to end it. And Adega, if you want to say something, now's the chance.
No, I already did my plug. It's not about the channel; it's about the books. You always give me a hard time about my channel, but it's about the books. The books have,
yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna check it out today. I promise I will.
The people that are in there are people that I've known in my years of practice as a doctor. And I put their personalities in fictional settings, fictional names. So you get to see my world through fiction.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Lisa, you want to say anything special?
Nope. Just thanks for having me on. It was fun as always.
Well, it's surprising. It's surprising. I thought, you were quiet and getting bored. So that's good to hear.
You don't want me too lively.
No, I don't mind. I mean, just
don't get drunk.
All right, guys. Gotta go.
I won't.
See you guys next time.
Love yous. Peace out.